Hello students, how are you all? My name is Poornima Bharathi. I am from Kgbv sabbavaram, Visakhapatnam. First of all, I would like to congratulate you all because you enter into the new class, 10th class, and as we all know, 10th class is a very important class in every student life. Okay, today in the class, we are going to discuss English first lesson, first unit, A reading, attitude and is altitude. Okay, first of all, I want to tell you the content what we have in 10th class, okay, so that we can have a clear idea. Okay, if we observe the syllabus content, we have 6 units. The first one is personality development, and second one is wit and humor, human relations, film and theatre, biodiversity, and finally nation and diversity. So, these are the 6 units we are going to discuss in the 10th class English content. Okay. But today in the class, first unit A reading, attitude is altitude is going to be discussed in the class. Okay. And see, if we see the first unit, in the first unit we have 3 lessons, that is A reading, B reading and C reading. Attitude is altitude, and every success story is also story of great failures, and I will do it. Okay. The theme of these 3 lessons are personality development. Personality development is the qualities what we have must be improved. The way how we prepare ourselves, the way how we present ourselves to the society is most important. We need to improve. We need to improve the qualities and attitudes. Okay. So, the first lesson we are going to discuss today in the class. Okay. Attitude is altitude. If we observe the glossary, we are going to see some of the new words in the content. Okay. Let me tell you, the first one is skateboard, and second one is surf, torso, chicken drumstick, club, adversity and perseverance. Okay. These are the new words what we are going to observe in the content. Okay. If we observe the pictures, you will have a clear idea. See, the first one is skateboard. Skateboard means is a tool where we can use in sports. Both sides have a wheels. On this board, they'll stand and they'll play the sport. Okay. Maybe hopefully you know some of the games. Okay. The second one is variety dish called chicken drumstick. Okay. If we observe the leg piece of chicken, one side it has a lot of flesh, and last in the ending it has bone. Okay. That pieces will be separated and they will be cooked separately. That dish is called chicken drumstick. Okay. And if you observe the third picture, that one is torso. Torso means the main part of the body, not including the head, arms and legs. Okay. So, that part is called torso. Okay. So, here this is the torso. And the fourth one in the picture, the man is riding on the waves. Okay. That game is called surfing. Okay. Surfing means to take part in the sport of riding on waves on the surfboard. Okay. So, this is called, the sport is called surfing. Okay. Students, hope you understand what are the new words what we are going to learn in this lesson. Again, I am telling you that skateboard, surf, torso, chicken drumstick, club, adversity and perseverance. Perseverance means the quality of continuing to try to achieve particular aim despite difficulties. Okay. So, some of the people, they quit if they have any problems, but the perseverance is the quality that the man will try to achieve something. They always try to get something. That is the reason they, even though they face the problem, they will try it again and again. That quality is called perseverance. Adversity means a difficulty or unpleasant situation. Every situation is not happy for everyone's life. Okay, unpleasant situation or unhappy situation is called adversity. Okay, so these are the glossary words. These are the new words what we are going to learn in this lesson. Okay, see, in the first page we will have face sheet interaction. Hope you all know that. Okay, my dear students, I would like to ask you the question, can you identify these people here in the picture? Of course, names are there. Do you know anything about these three people? Yeah, very good. Some of the people are trying. Okay, the first one is Sudha Chandran. Okay, as we all know, she is very famous dancer and she gave many performances throughout the world. The second one is Stephen Hawking. He is a great scientist. And third one is Helen Keller, and she was very famous. We could say she is multi-talented, though she was deaf and blind. Okay, and she is a political activist, she is an English writer, English author, and she has multi-talents also. Okay, but I don't understand why we are discussing about these three people right now in the class today. Okay, there is a reason. The reason behind of these three people is they have challenges in their life. Though they have challenges, but still they achieved. They achieved something. They kept a goal. They reached the ambition what they had. They reached their passion. They got their passion. They reached their ambition. Okay, so that is the reason why we are discussing about these three people. Though they have challenges, they have problems in their life, but still they achieve something in their life. Okay, so the reason behind why we are discussing about these three people is we are going to learn about one more interesting and important story of another person. Do you want to see who he is? Yes, Nick Vujicic. Okay, see, he is the person whom we are going to learn about today. Okay, see how handsome he is with beautiful eyes and beautiful smile, right? Do you want to see his full picture? Oh, so sad. He don't have hands and he don't have even legs also. See, Nick was born in Melbourne, Australia, and as we know, he was a torso and he has the disease called phocomelia. Okay, so sad. He is very handsome, but he don't have hands and he don't have legs. Imagine, my dear students, if in the early morning, what we do? We stretch our hands, right? Imagine if you don't have hands to stretch, how do we feel? For example, to write something, to cook something, or mommy makes a different variety food item for us. How can we eat without having hands? And if you want to go from one place to another place, how can we go? See, imagine if we are in that situation, it is very hard for us, right? We can't imagine ourselves in that situation because person need hands to do many of the activities, to play with the friends, to at least to fight with our brothers and sisters, to do many of the activities. We need hands, we need legs to go from one place to another place, to do many of the activities. We need hands and we need legs. But how unfortunate to a person without having all these things, how can he survive? How can he do all these things? How many times he has to depend on parents or friends or on any other family members? It is very hard for any of the person. Okay, that is the reason today we are going to discuss about Nick. Though he has all these challenges in his life, but still he achieved something. He achieved something, he kept a goal, he reached his ambition, That is the reason we are going to discuss about him. I am very happy and I am very excited to tell you about him. Okay, we will see what he did. First of all, we have to know how he born and what his birth. His disability came without any medical explanation. Yeah, he was born, but the doctor said they don't have a proper medical explanation why he was born like that. A rare occurrence called phocomelia. He has the disease called phocomelia. And Nick and his parents spent many years asking why this cruel trick would happen to them. See, parents want their children to be very, very happy. For doing a small things also, parents will feel happy for small activities of the children. But here, Nick parents faced so many problems. You know how they felt when they saw the baby for the first time. You know, it was very hard situation for both of them. So at that situation, Nick parents spent many years asking why this cruel trick would happen to them, why God had made this, why this situation happened to us like this. Then you know what Nick said? My mother was a nurse and she did everything during pregnancy, but still she blamed herself. You know, actually a normal lady, a normal woman, she wanted to take care of her baby, so right from the pregnancy she do everything. Even though she don't like the healthy food items, leafy vegetables, fruits, but still she eat because she want her baby to be very healthy. Okay, normal lady only do all these things. When it comes to a nurse she knew more about pregnancy, delivery, baby, health and all. So right from the pregnancy she did everything what she can do for her baby. But unfortunate, it is very unfortunate, the baby born like this with a disease called phocomelia. It was so hard for them, but right from the start they did their best to make me independent, said Nick. Nick said it was very hard for the parents to do every small activities for the kid, but still the parents from the birth onwards they tried everything, they wanted to teach him everything to make him independent, because certain age he has to do his works, he has to live independently. That is the reason parents always tried hard to make him independent. My dad put me in the water at 18 months and gave the courage to learn how to swim. In this process, the father had put him in the water at the age of 18 months. 18 months is a very young age to give the courage to him. In that way, he learned how to swim. Okay. And then Nick said, I also got real into the football, skateboarding, and he liked football and he likes skateboarding also, and he played and he learned and he can play. I totally love the English Premier League. Nick said he loved English Premier League. Nick's father was a computer programmer and accountant, and he taught his little son how to type with his toe at just 6 years old. So actually his father was a computer programmer, so he knew how to type. That is the reason he wanted to teach his son how to type. But it happened at a very young age, at the age of 6 years. And he was accountant and he taught his little son how to type with his toe at just 6 years old. His mom invented a special plastic device that meant he could hold pen and pencil. And his mother also made a special plastic device. Because of that device, he could able to hold the pen. See, because he don't have hands, right? With the help of that device, he could able to hold the pen or pencil. Despite the risk of being bullied, his parents insisted on his attending mainstream school. It was the best decision they could have made for me, add Nick. These two lines are very important, my dear students, because that decision changed his life. Okay, because he was disabled person, he can't attend this normal school with normal children. For these kind of people, there is a special schools are available. Okay, so these people are called special need children, and they will for them they have a special schools. In that special schools, they will be trained how to take care of themselves. They don't have a proper much education in that school, but they will have a basic knowledge. But here Nick parents wanted his son to join in a main school. See, normal child can't get every subject, he can't learn every subject properly. Some of the people will be active in math, some of the people will be active in normal languages, like that. How can he learn all these subjects? How can he mingle with rest of the students? How can he compete with the rest of the students? It was very hard for him, but still that decision changed his life. The parents want Nick to join in mainstream school only. So for that decision, Nick felt sad in the beginning, but that decision changed his life. Because of that only, he could able to learn, he could able to mingle, he could able to see many of the things, he could able to learn many things from the society, and he felt very happy for that decision. Okay, here as in the beginning we have discussed about chicken drumstick, right? See how beautiful dish it is very yummy, right? Okay, why we are discussing about chicken drumstick? As I told you in the beginning, it is special dish. When we observe the piece, one side it has lot of flesh, and in the ending it has the bone. See, you know what Nick said? Nick has a small foot on his left hip which helps him balance and enables him to kick. He uses his one foot to type, write with a pen, and pick things up with between his toes. I call it my chicken drumstick, joked Nick. Okay, so he compared himself with the chicken drumsticks. Okay, when we observe his body also, it is just like a chicken drumstick piece. So that is the reason he joked and he compared himself with the chicken drumstick. So but he said with that small foot only he could able to do many things. Nick has a small foot on his left hip which helps him to balance, and because of that he could able to kick, and he used his one foot to type and write with pen, and he can also pick up some things between of those his toes. Okay, so he felt very happy about that small foot only. Yeah, here is his parents. His mother made a special plastic tool, and his father taught him swim when he was 18 months old. Okay, here despite the risk of being bullied, his parents insisted on his attending mainstream school, as we discussed in the beginning. It was the best decision they could have made for me, as Nick, who later achieved a degree in financial planning and real estate. It was so great. As we discussed earlier, everyone is not brilliant in all the subjects. Some of the students are good at math, some of the students are good at languages like Telugu, Hindi, English, like that. Some of the people are good at social or science, like that. But financial planning is a very tough subject, I could say. Economics is some of the tough of the subjects, but still, though he was a torso, but still he could able to learn, he could able to achieve degree in financial planning. That shows how brilliant he is, right? Okay. And he also got the degree in real estate. Real estate is also one of the important, and right now it's a very important and it has a lot of importance. Okay, it was very hard, but it gave me independence. So in the beginning it was very hard, but still it gave him independence. Nick, who was teased and bullied, had an electric wheelchair for mobility. For mobility means moving from one place to another place. He has the special wheelchair, because that wheelchair he could able to move from one place to another place, and team of carers to help him. So some of the people are also there for him to help him. I was deeply depressed when I was 8 years old. See, it is common, even for the small things also will be depressed. Okay, as you people are teenagers, how do you feel when your mom scold, when your father scold, when your teacher scold? See, how do you feel? You will be very irritated and will simply say, see, why always my mother scolding me, why always my teacher is scolding me only? You feel like that. For these small things also we will be very irritated, right? But at the age of 8 years, Nick became very much depressed, because when compared with the rest of the students, he can't do anything, right? For eating, for playing, for wearing dress, for any activity, he has to depend on parents, he has to depend on friends, he has to depend on rest of the family members. How hard for any person for depending on everything for others. It was very hard for them. So he cried a lot, he was very much depressed and he wanted to kill himself. So that is the reason he said, I went to my mom crying and told her I wanted to kill myself. See how sad it is. It is really sad. 8 years boy that he wanted to kill himself, he wanted to commit suicide because of his disability. I felt cold and bitter. I hated God for doing this me, and was terrified of what would happen when my parents were not there to look after me. See, he can't imagine himself without his parents, because parents are always helped him, always, for each and every minute they only helped him. Because of them only he could able to achieve many things. He felt happy about them, because of their support only he could able to live. And he imagined what would happen if my parents were not there for me to look after me. If my parents are not there, what would I be? So, but he felt very happy. Parents supported him for many things. I could brush my own teeth with a wall mounted brush and wash my own hair with pump action soap, but there was so much that was impossible for me. So he could able to learn small things like brushing his own teeth and also washing his own hair with pump action soap. But still he has to depend on the parents for many things. Okay, so Nick was torso, as we know, but still he could able to learn many things. Do you know what Nick can do? He can do many things. He can play golf, he can swim, he can surf, and he can type letters. He can also write with pen. He can play football and that same person, he became a motivational speaker. Do you believe that Nick can do all these things? We'll see some pictures. See how joyfully Nick swims in the water, and see the second picture, he is writing with mouth and he is also playing golf. My dear students, I would like to show you some of the videos so that you can see how Nick learned many things and he did many things.
Spanish books. C-A? Lift it up for me. It's okay. Put your hand at the top in the middle. That's it.
Fruits అంటుండేవి స్నాక్స్ కదా. మమ్మీ చేసే స్నాక్స్ తింటే డాడీ వెళ్తున్న ఫ్రూట్సే మంచివి.
You're very welcome. Hold up the book and we can take a photo together. And ta thấy là Nick Vujicic rất thoải mái về đá banh. Dù cơ thể không được toàn vẹn nhưng Nick Vujicic đã không từ bỏ. Anh vẫn theo đuổi cuộc sống và vẫn có thể làm được những điều hơn bình thường như hình ảnh đá banh mà chúng ta đang được thấy trên màn hình.
Okay children, did you see the videos? See how nicely he write with the pen and how nicely he played the football. Okay. Now I would like to share a funny incident happened in his life. He said, once I was in a car and a girl at traffic lights was looking at me interesting. Could only see my head, so I decided to 360 degrees spin in the car seat to just for fun. Her face was like, oh, what's going on? She sped up really quickly. So the funny situation happened like this. Once in a traffic, Nick was sitting in the seat, in the front seat. At that situation, because it was traffic and all the vehicles are there. So one of the girl was very interestingly observing Nick. So he wanted to do something fun at that moment. So he did 360 degree spin. See, we can't turn. We can't turn completely. Maybe we can turn like this or we can turn, but we can't rotate completely because of our structure. But the Nick's structure helped him to do the 360 degree spin at that time. You know how she felt? Wow, what happened? What's going on? She felt like that, and she sped up really very quickly. So it was happened. That shows the Nick was very funny guy. Okay, I want to show you again 2 more videos so that you can enjoy. Yes, my dear children. See how daring he is, right? He is very brave. All these activities of Nick showed he is very courageous man. See, how could he did all these things? What is the inspiration for his life? Yes, there is an inspiration moment in his life. We'll see what had happened in his life. When I was 13, I read a newspaper article about disabled man who had managed to achieve great things and helped others. One day he read a newspaper when he was 13 years old. In that newspaper he read about an article about a man, disabled man. That disabled man, he achieved many things. Though he was a disabled person, but still he achieved something in his life. And not only that, he also helped rest of the people. That article made him so inspired. Because of that article, he was so much inspired, and he liked it. He liked that situation so much, and he was very much happy for that article, and he realized why God made me like this. I realized why God made us like this. At that moment he realized why God made me like this. Until then he cried a lot why God, parents and Nick also, they cried a lot why this happened to them like this. But at that moment he realized why God made him like that, to give hope to others. See, if we are like this, if we get something, if we achieve something, then only we will be example to rest of the students, rest of the friends, rest of the society. He realized that. It was so inspirational to me that I decided to use my life to encourage other people and give them the courage that article had given me. That article had given me the courage, the hope, at the same, as well as I wanted to give the same courage, same support, same hope to the people. I decided to be thankful for what I do have, not get angry about what I don't. See what a great attitude Nick had, right? It was really so special, because he decided that he wanted to be thankful for what he has. He don't want to get angry about what he don't have. I looked at myself in the mirror and said, you know what, the world is right that I have no arms and legs, but they will never take away the beauty of my eyes. I wanted to concentrate on something good that I had. See, all the people around the world are observing me. They simply say that I don't have hands and legs, but they don't take away my beauty of my eyes. And they take and I just wanted to say thanks to God for giving me such a beautiful eyes. The God has given me such a beautiful smile, such a beautiful family, friends. So he realized he must be thankful for what he has. For this thing, for this situation, we need to understand we are also blessed. We are all blessed. We have a beautiful family, we have a wonderful situations around us. We have a complete body with a lot of knowledge. We must be thankful for all what we have. Many people are disappointed, depressed, that teenagers, mainly teenage people, they simply said, see, I'm not beautiful, I'm not handsome, I'm not tall, I'm not beautiful, I'm not fair, I'm not I don't have good personality. They feel like that. But my dear students, from Nick life we need to understand, we need to realize that we must be thankful that what we have. There are many people are suffering with a lot of problems, but we are blessed. We are blessed. God has given us many things that we must be thankful for what we have. We have lot of things. Observe and count whatever you have. Write down on your paper what are the blessings you have in your life. So this is the best thing what I have learned from Nick life. Okay. So my dear students, I want to show you one more video. Let's see and enjoy.
Yeah, right.
Nick also can do surfing. I want to introduce one more inspiring person now. Is Bethany Hamilton, and I just want to show you her picture. See, and she was surfing master to Nick. When he met her for the first time, he was so much impressed because she was a surfing master, though she don't have a hand. When she was 12 years old, her hand was bitten off by a shark, but still she became a master in surfing. That situation made Nick impressed so much, and at that moment onwards Nick started learning surfing, and you know, within 24 hours he learned surfing very much, and he could able to do 360-degree spin. Because of that, body structure helped him. So and it was very hard for rest of the people, but it was very somewhat easy for him. So a newspaper article, a news magazine printed a special article on him, that within short time he could able to learn surfing. That was one of the best thing happened in Nick life. We will see one video about how he is doing a surfing. Nick became a wonderful motivational speaker. Yes, his life made him a wonderful speaker. He has visited different countries all over the world. The football fan is now a motivational speaker and has traveled to over 24 countries. See, actually Nick is very young, we could say. In a certain young age, how could he able to see 24 countries? Because his speech made him to visit all those countries. People throughout the world are waiting to meet him, waiting to see, waiting to listen his speech. That is the reason he could able to see 24 countries. It is not a simple thing. and speaking to group of up to 1,10,000 people. See how many people, it is not a simple thing, right? Then he moved to Los Angeles in 2007 and planned to continue to travel the world. He visited South America and the Middle East, and then he in 2008 he met Kanye. Kanye is one more important person in his life. Guess who is she? Yes, Kanye got married with Nick got married with Kanye. Nick and Kanye got married on February 12, 2012. Actually, Kanye was one of the listeners of Nick's speech, and she was very much impressed by his speech, and they started talking each other. When they finally fell in love, they got married in on February 12, 2012. On February 13, 2013, they were blessed with the birth of healthy baby boy with full body. So how blessed they are. Though he was torso, but his baby is not a torso, and he has a complete body. See the family of Nick. Yeah, Kanye and Nick, they both have written a wonderful book called Love Without Limits, and it was published, and it became a very famous. And later there are many articles were published in many magazines about Nick and his life. See how a disabled man could able to achieve all these things. So because of him, and he became a wonderful speaker, motivational speaker to many of the people. He changed many of the people. Because of his life, we could able to see many articles about him. Okay. Finally, he asked a question to all of us. If I fail, I try again and again and again. If you fail, are you going to try again? This is the question to all of us, my dear students. If I fail, I try again and again and again. If you fail, are you going to try again? See how many of us will try once or twice or thrice or 10 times or 20 times? Not more than that, right? See, maybe we wanted to improve our handwriting. Maybe if we wanted to focus on give more focus on any exercise in maths, or we want to focus on diagrams or map painting, or we wanted to learn something. See, for example, if you wanted to focus on handwriting, we try for once or twice, for third time or for fourth time. No, we are not able to do. I can't get it. For example, take in sports also. See, every time I became a loser. I can't learn. I can't play. I can't get it. We feel like that. We simply say, I can't get it. But here, Nick is asking all of us, if I fail, I try again and again. Will you try again? He also says that the human spirit can handle much worse than we realize. It matters how we are going to finish. Are you going to finish strong? See, it doesn't matter how many times we are trying, is not at all matter. The ending, the result is matter most. Many people will try, but the result, the people who tried hard, who finally get the result, will be known to rest of the people. Okay, most of the people try, but finally some of the people, very few people reach the goal. Okay, my dear students, it is the time, and it is the best time to keep a goal. Every person has a purpose on life. See, by Nick life we could able to learn many things. Though he was taught so, but still achieved many things. So what can we learn from his life? That we need to learn many things. How practice he did, how many times he failed, but still he could able to learn many things. He became a wonderful person. He became an icon of triumph. He became a famous personality throughout the world. From his life, what can we learn? We need to learn. We must have a goal. We need to have a good goal in our life. We need to achieve something in our life. We must be an example to our family members and friends and society, and we must serve our country, and our parents, our family members must feel about us, feel proud about us. So this is the time, and this is the best time to learn different skills, different activities, and improve your skills in all aspects. My dear students, I would like to invite you all, learn something and keep a wonderful goal in your brain and achieve and try to get that. And you must be an example to rest of the society, and we must learn, we must serve our country. This is what we need to learn from the life of Nick. Okay, I want to show you one more video.
Learn something more or something new, and you will learn more overall on bad days than good days. You will learn more about yourself, you'll learn more about relationships, you'll learn about life and principles, and it'll build your character. If you're a person who wants to, let's say, improve on your character of patience, let's say, don't complain when you're waiting in a line. You ain't going to grow in patience until you're put in a place to wait. It's like you go into a gym and you're walking through the front doors and you tell your wife or your husband, I'm going to the gym. You go into the gym and you come in 3 feet and you do a U-turn and you ride out, I went to the gym. Ain't gonna do nothing. You gotta go in there. What are you gonna do? You gotta pick up the weights. You exercise the muscles that you want to build. I stand before you without arms and legs, but a very strong man because of the bad days in my life. You know how it is. If you didn't go what you've gone through, you wouldn't be who you are today. And I'm not belittling your pain, and don't worry, I've seen pain in my life, and I've seen not only in my life, but people's lives, and people say, well, at least I have no arms, no legs, and then what am I supposed to say? Well, at least I'm not an African orphan who's dying at 4 years old, and I met that person. What about the 10-year-old girl that was bought for $700 in Mumbai and kidnapped as a sex slave to have 350 clients before the age of 13, pregnant at 12, put the baby under the bed while she works on top, abandoned by her family? After she pays her debt of $700 after 3 years with her child, she leaves on the streets of Mumbai hoping for a new life. No family, no job, no food. Her baby needs food. She gets raped, beaten up on the street. She comes back to the only way that she knows how to make money. She goes back to the brothels. She gets pregnant at 15 the second time, and then that child dies. And at 20 years old, she comes up to me. Yes, I have met this woman. She comes up crying. She says, Nick, I just found out I got HIV/AIDS. And I got fined for being a prostitute. What do you say to that? You may have arms and legs, but unless you know 3 things. Number 1, who are you and what your value is? Number 2, what is your purpose here in life? And number 3, what is your destiny when you're done here? If you don't know the answers of any of those 3 questions, you're more disabled than I.
The birth of a son with no arms or legs was a challenge they didn't want.
I really couldn't believe it. I just thought it was a bad violent error. We just had to take things one day at a time and just work through things, just me and him. Even the doctors couldn't help me much in that regard.
I'm saving up my pocket money for a computer at home.
7-year-old Dynamo thrashed me in the first round.
Nicholas is successfully driving his way through his 6-year-old world. But there are some things that still defeat him.
Like in the toy box in my room, I want to get something and I can't get it because I don't have any arms or legs.
I wasn't ready. I have no arms and no legs, but I'm very thankful that I have my little chicken drumstick here. People freak out when they see me for the first time. It's so cool. I was at a water slide all by myself. Everyone obviously at the bottom of the slide is looking up and waiting for other people to come down, and here I come and they're freaking out. They're like, you know, like this. And I was so tempted to look at myself and go, what happened? You know? And there were times where I sort of looked at my life and thinking, well, I can't do this and I can't do that. And you keep on concentrating on the things that you wish you had or the things that you wish you didn't have. And you sort of forget what you do have. And there's no point, I believe, in my life where I wish I had arms and legs, I wish I had arms and legs, I wish I had arms and legs, because wishing won't help. But what I've seen in life are just a couple key principles, and the first thing that I've seen is to be thankful. It's hard to be thankful, man. I tell you, when I was 8 years old, I sort of summed up my life and thought, I'm never going to get married, I'm not going to have a job, I'm not going to have a life of purpose. What kind of a husband am I? Today I want to share with you some principles that I've learned in my life that you can use in yours.
Students, this is the time for assignment. This is the project work. See, there are many people in our society or in your family members achieved something, though they have challenges in their life. Okay, maybe you can collect the stories, collect the details from them. We need here it is a project for women, but I would like to ask you to collect the stories of men and as well as women. Okay, first of all, we have to take the details of their name, details like birth, childhood, education, and the challenges they faced or disabilities they had. Okay, and remarkable achievements. Though they have problems, they have challenges in their life, also they achieved something, right? You have to note down the remarkable achievements in their life. And the qualities that inspired you, the qualities, what are the qualities you like from them? Okay, what are the best qualities you would love to learn from them? Okay, so these are the details you have to collect and write in the project work, and this is the assignment for you, my dear students. Not simply taking assignment, not simply doing a project won't help us, but we need to learn something from them. So that you have to observe the people. You can take the stories from your family members or relatives or from your neighborhood, or you can go to newspapers or internet, whatever. We have different sources are there to collect the stories. Okay, my dear students, and I am so happy to share with you this wonderful story, and I have learned many things from Nick life. Hope you'll learn many things, and I wish you all have a bright future. Keep a wonderful goal in your mind, and this is the time to learn many things, and you have to be an example to the society. And I'm very much thankful to you all, my dear student. Thank you so much, and have a nice time. Thank you.